Things do not happen, things are made to happen. That was an inspiring quote by former President John F. Kennedy. How fitting is it that a man who overcame such adversity would be able to tell us all his secret? The secret to make things happen is precisely that, to make them happen. My name is Kaisa Schneider, and I am a senior of education at the University of Idaho. I am currently endorsed in theater, speech, and history. I've been interested in overcoming adversity since a young age, so it's only natural that I was pulled towards former President Kennedy. President Kennedy overcame a lot of adversity when he was elected president. Not only was he the youngest man ever elected to lead our country, but he was also the first Roman Catholic to do so. So today, I'd like to tell you a little bit about our former President Kennedy. Has there ever been a time in your life when you faced adversity? I bet there has been. Everyone has faced and overcome some sort of adversity in their lifetimes. However, not everyone has had to overcome adversity on such a national platform with the entire world watching. Everyone feels embarrassed about making a mistake, or it's possible that you've even been singled out because of your personality or your heritage. This is why I believe that it's important to learn to be able to be adept at overcoming adversity in a positive and constructive way. Former President Kennedy was a great president. He's a leader on a global platform at a very young age. President Kennedy was also very well versed on overcoming adversity. According to the University of Virginia's Miller Center, John F. Kennedy suffered chronic illnesses throughout much of his childhood. Many of these illnesses went undiagnosed, and young Jack spent much of his childhood recuperating. It was crucial for Kennedy to show that even in a heavy Protestant state such as West Virginia, it was possible for a Catholic to be elected when he first started running for president. Kennedy also made a fantastic decision to invite Texas Senator Lyndon Johnson to be his running mate after he defeated him in the Los Angeles Democratic National Convention. Originally, this was a very controversial move that was made to placate the South as well as to bypass the other party leaders to be elected president. Kennedy also faced two large hurdles on his way to the White House. One of them was his youth. Kennedy was only 32 at the time, and polls revealed that many Americans were unsure about having such a young president. He hadn't been tested on the world stage. This was very important because of the fact that at the time the nation was threatened by the growing advance of the Cold War. This was made even more apparent by the fact that the president before, Eisenhower, had such a grandfatherly image. Perhaps even more unsettling was the prospect of Kennedy's religion. Many thought because he was a Roman Catholic that he would somehow be controlled by the Catholic Church as the nation's president. Kennedy chose to tackle these issues head-on, very open and directly. He gave a series of speeches that were designed to dash any misgivings at all about his faith, as well as the fact that he voluntarily subjected himself to a round of questioning by the Protestant clergy. The conclusion was that the answers gave the nation a degree of comfort. Former President John F. Kennedy was a great man who made a large impact on our country. Not only was he the youngest man to be elected president, but he was also the first Roman Catholic president that our country has had. In light of his accomplishments and his ability to overcome adversity, I am proud to announce our keynote speaker, President John F. Kennedy.